Good morning, y'all. We are heading out of Pond Campground, which was an amazing stay. And it was perfect temperature. I think it was maybe upper 60s, low 70s. So it was not cold for once, sleeping outside. We're up and out early this morning. I think it's like around 7 a.m. Sun's already coming up, which is nice. Take that blue route back to a certain point, and then it looks like there's a path that just continues straight to the parking lot where I can meet back up with the Florida Trail instead of kind of backtracking a little bit on the blue trail. Hopefully I don't have to bushwhack or anything, but it looked like a pretty clear path. I checked it out on Google Maps. I think it should take me right to where I need to be. So this is where the blue path, the alternate I took, it veers back up to the Florida Trail. That's where I came in from yesterday. Remember that boardwalk? But I saw that the path continues straight, so it's almost, instead of because that kind of backtracks a little bit, and this looks like it might be, I wouldn't call it a big shortcut, but it looks like it takes me directly to where I need to be to get back on the Florida Trail up here. So we're gonna take this road, which should bring me to the parking lot, and then I can reconnect with the Florida Trail. Yeah, and this looks like it's working out just as I expected. Nice little road that brings you back to the main road. And then right up around the corner, I should be able to meet up with the Florida Trail. And here's that parking area, the parking icon on far out. So today's journey, it's going to be a little interesting. I'm still undecided as to what to do. I have an idea on where I'll end up today, but from this point onwards, there is no reliable water source. So for the next 15, 16 miles, which is why I topped up as much as I could back at that camp. I drank a liter before I left this morning just to stay hydrated, because from what I've seen in the comments and far out, it's just everything's dry. There is a camping spot that I know of that's close to 441, but which is before Milton's County store. So, but I think I might be out of water by the time I get to that camp spot. So I think I'm gonna have to push it to Milton's County store to get a resupply of water. And then from there, do another 5 miles to a camp spot, so it would be about 20 miles on the day. So I have to do 16 miles with the potential of no water going into camp, so I'd be really low on water for the night, or I push it to Milton's and do a resupply of water there. And there she is, the entrance back into the Florida Trail. So basically I would have just been coming from that way across the street. That worked out perfectly, because that was more of a direct route from the Pond Campground, was to kind of walk that back road to the parking lot area and then right up that paved road to reconnect with the trail. Got a nice little boardwalk to start the day. Heading over I-10. Just a big old interstate highway. And almost walked right by this after crossing I-10. The trail this morning thus far has just been so nice and easy going. Nice flat, compact pine duff, well maintained. Really easy way to start the morning. We made it to the Osceola Shelter. The trail continues down there. Oh, this spot is great. I think we're gonna stop here, eat some breakfast, take a quick break. So I did a little bit of stretching there, got a few push-ups in, which I haven't been doing lately on trail. I just keep forgetting about it. Plus I just been too tired to do the push-ups. That's no excuse though. Got to get those in. So I think I made a decision to book it to that Milton's County Country Store, which is a pretty popular spot for hikers to pass through, get a meal, refill with water, because it has just been absolutely dry out here. There's really no good, reliable, quality water source. Even all the water caches are kicked. So I think I'm gonna have to make it to that country store, which isn't too far. I was thinking about bypassing it, but with the lack of water situation out here, I think I'm just gonna make it a stop, get some food there. So it'll be a little bit later in the afternoon, but that'll be fine. And then from there, I can make it to this other camping spot that I saw kind of closer to the Suwannee River. So that's the other thing too. We're getting close to the next far out map section of trail, which is cool, which is Big Bend and Suwannee. So it's always exciting when you get to close down or open up a new map and close down the old one, the old section that you were trekking on. And thank you FTA, by the way, for the shelters along the way and the picnic tables. I always wonder how you guys get them damn picnic tables all the way the hell out here in the middle of the woods. It definitely requires some human effort. So thank you again for all of your energy and effort towards maintaining this trail. So we are passing through the Turkey Run trailhead. What a great day to be alive and be outside and be surrounded by nature. I feel amazing. I'm telling you, anytime I'm out in nature for an extended period of time, I feel rejuvenated, I feel clear. Everyone needs a little bit of nature in their life just to get away from the noise, clear your mind. It feels so good. Oh, I love it. Loving life right now. I tell you, ever since I started really incorporating nature more into my weekly, daily routine, my health feels like it has drastically improved. My stress levels have come down, anxiety levels have come down. You know, because I really think there's something there when you're constantly embedded in society, right? Within these cities, these towns, where there's those cell phone towers, we're sitting in front of blue screens, we're indoors, breathing recycled air underneath that fluorescent lighting. I think that really does something to our biology, our human biology. I know I've mentioned this before in other videos, but all those EMFs are nowhere near you. You're just not experiencing that, right? You're not experiencing all that artificial bullshit. You're out here in the actual natural world, reconnecting, right? Reconnecting with the source. And man, it's just, you notice it, man. You notice that difference. At least I do. It definitely works for me. Like, after these hikes, like, I always come back feeling fresh, recharged, and nothing else in my life really kind of recharges me the way nature does, I've been noticing. I've been trying to incorporate nature more in my life these past 2-3 years. Man, it's definitely made a difference. You just feel healthier. And even though I'm out here walking, 20 plus miles, I know that beats your body up, but at the same time, it's also very healing. So this is my therapy. Nature is my therapist. turning off Forest Road 233 back into the swamp, or what used to be a swamp. I've been fortunate with this cloud coverage today. It's just a little bit overcast, which keeps things not as hot. Quick milestone update. I have officially crossed the 600-mile marker on the Florida Trail. So that means I'm a little more than halfway in, or halfway done with this trail, which is amazing. It's going by quick. Crossing Forest Road 234. We're going to be heading into this beautiful pine forest. Just a nice little hallway of trees and palmetto. We are coming up to the junction of Florida Trail and West Tower Camp. So if you keep going down this road, I actually see a few people down there. You'll reach that campsite. But the trail continues this way. Since we don't need anything at that campground, we're just gonna continue along. Look how beautifully maintained this trail is today. Boardwalk is very uneven and it looks extremely broken up here at the end. Yeah, this is pretty beat up. So this is just about where I was aiming to camp for tonight. Maybe up a little bit further, but unfortunately I got here way too early in the day. It's not even 1 o'clock yet. So we just crushed about 15 miles. And plus the other thing too was the lack of water. Right, as you see, it is bone dry. So, and I'm just about fresh out of water. So I don't think it would be ideal staying here tonight. I'd be pretty damn thirsty. Now we are coming up to the Deep Creek Trailhead. So this is a pretty significant mile marker, the Deep Creek Trailhead in Far Out. Now for those of you that are not familiar with Far Out, it's an application that has maps and navigation of all the scenic trails in the US and then some also some international trails as well. And on the Florida Trail for this specific mile marker is the end of the Ocala Northeast section. Far Out breaks out the scenic trails into sections of however many miles. And this one completes the Northeast Ocala section. So it's pretty cool because this is, I can now close this map, the Ocala Northeast, and open the Big Bend Suwannee map, which is what I'll be following next. And it's pretty significant as well because now this marks the turning point into the Florida Panhandle, which is pretty cool. So I'm excited to see what's ahead. I am absolutely starving. And since we're here super early, I think it's before 1:30 p.m., that definitely buys us some time to hit up Milton's Country Store where we can get some food, resupply with some water as well, because I probably only have a couple of sips left from the 2.5 liters that I filled up back at Ocean Pond about 15 miles back. So fortunately that lasted me until now. So quick rest here and then we'll get moving. Just a quick rest and we're back at it on that road again. time to bang a right on US 441. So across the street at New Cripple Creek Drive is where the Florida Trail continues, right down there. But if you keep going straight, we'll hit Milton's. So it's actually about a half mile to Milton's from where you turn onto the Florida Trail back there. A nice little park across the street. And we got Milton's right up there. So that wasn't too bad of a walk at all. So here it is, the famous Milton's. It's a country store, restaurant, and also a campground and gas station. All done at Milton's. Spent about an hour there, eating food, charging up. You saw what I ate. Big old cheeseburger. I was craving that. They also had some fruit, like a little fruit salad, fruit bowl that I could get too. So I had that as well after my meal. So I think that should be good for the day, unless I'm hungry later. And now we're just gonna do a nice easy stroll into camp. My pack is extra heavy because I'm all topped off with water. Just like that, we are back on trail. So I think I got about 5 miles until the camp I'm aiming for. Taking a right on New Cowcatcher Road. Looks like they're doing a lot of clearing back here. This feels like I'm in the middle of nowhere. Now we're going left on New Kanza Road. And here's our right, back into the woods. I believe we are now entering Shoals State Park. Look at this little guy, minding his own business. Doesn't even care. Oh! There was no waypoint icon for this. I can hear the rapids. I wonder if this will do for a camp spot tonight. This might be it. Oh yeah, right here. Look at that. Beautiful. I think this might be it, like right here. Yeah, beautiful. Looks like, yeah, I see someone posted up over there once. Thinking we'll be okay here. So decided to go on this side as opposed to up there because it was just very soft over here. There was no roots. It was nice and tucked away in its own like little alcove. And this is amazing. Like, I asked the universe to have this place to myself, and it provided, at least for now. Who knows, someone else might be coming through later tonight. I did see a tent further down the way there. But this is a really good spot for at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7, 6 tents. You can definitely hammock here as well. A lot of trees for that. But the best is just this water noise, this running water that I'm gonna hear at night while I'm sleeping. This may be one of the nicest wild camping spots I've experienced so far on the Florida Trail. This is so damn nice. Did about 22-ish miles on the day to get to this spot. So I'm feeling it. I'm a little tired for sure. But the sun's going down. Time to do my cleanup routine before bed. Scrub the feet, brush the teeth, and then get tucked in for tonight. I think I'm going to sleep really good considering how many miles I did today. I'm exhausted, and plus I got the river in the background to kind of lull me into sleep, which is nice. So I'm really happy that I pushed to this camp spot. This is a nice little gem, nice little hidden gem out here on the Suwannee. All right, guys, I'll catch y'all tomorrow morning.